This is Firefly, which is a 62-foot Kingsground narrowboat, launched in October 2010. As you would expect with a Kingsground boat, it's fitted out to a very high standard. You can see from a distance here that it has wheel steering. That's a hydraulic system, although there is a conventional tiller which I put in place just for demonstration purposes here. As you might expect with Kingsground, the quality is very high end of the market, and as the owner puts it, the price tag was the wrong side of £150,000 by the time he'd finished. Its equipment specification is very high, and it has one particularly innovative thing, and that is underfloor central heating. This is the propulsion unit, a Beta 43 horsepower 4-cylinder diesel. You can see there's a calorifier beyond that. That's one of two calorifiers installed on the boat. They're linked together. And this is the steps down into the galley. The boat is reverse layout. The worktops are all Corian, and that's a Corian moulded sink into one of them. 4-burner gas hob. Sort of sorted drawers and cupboard units, all custom made. Nicely routed patterns in the woodwork. And this is an oven and grill. And above that you have a microwave, and in the same tower unit a washing machine below. That grill, you can see, is part of a secondary heating system, which is a blown hot air system, and that's another view of the Corian sink and worktop. Beside the steps as you come down, you have the instrument panels, the control for the inverter and so forth, all the fuse systems, or the trip switch systems I should say. And there's the builder's plate, the CE marking of the boat. And then in the cupboard you have the 3 kilowatt Victron inverter charger unit. You can see the 230 volt panel system next to it. And that's the Galvanic Isolator. For those of you who'd like to know what one looks like, there it is. In the cupboard opposite there is the panel for the heat miser underfloor central heating system. As the owner says, why has nobody done this on a boat before? It's powered by an Eberspacher diesel boiler unit, so it's not draining the electrics. I have seen an electrical system which I think didn't prove that practical once in a narrowboat. This is the dinette. It also breaks down into a double berth for guests. The back end, as you can see, is hard against it because this is a reversible dinette seat. You can use it as part of the saloon area, which is the way it's set up at the moment. And in a moment you'll see this is it reversed so that it forms part of the dinette. There are 2 leather upholstered swivelling chairs with footstools and a flat screen television. There is a motorised satellite system installed, and there is one of the footstools. It's been used as a stool for the office area and the cabin beyond. Plenty of bookshelf space as well. And even its own personalised mirror. In the office area beyond is actually also the first of 2 bedrooms with decent sized single berths in them. And this is a wardrobe unit at the end with hanging cupboards. You've got overhead cupboards as well. Once again, plenty of shelf and storage space too. And that's a quick poke into that wardrobe unit. You can see the hanging unit down below. Next is a walk-through bathroom. You've got a Corian sink there in the corner of the picture, and a macerator pump out WC, and next to that a shower cubicle with a folding clear screen door. And the shower itself is hooked up to a thermostatic unit to provide a constancy of temperature. Beyond this, you have the second of the 2 bedrooms. Once again, it's an identical decent sized single berth. You could, without a great deal of extra work, convert this into a double with a bit of extra woodwork. A sort of decent carpenter wouldn't find too much trouble doing that. And finally you have another wardrobe. Then you have a small pull-out box storage unit from under the wardrobe. And finally the half-height doors, which are really there for sort of emergency exit if you need them, with a view out over the bow and the massive 600-litre water tank. And that is Firefly.